thanks so much for joining me. My name's Miss T, and basically I've created this YouTube channel because I want to do four things. I want to inspire, I want to encourage, I want to inform, and I want to empower. So I'm hoping that throughout my YouTube postings that you'll feel one of those things, I guess like on a higher level, you know what I'm saying? I think we can all use some encouragement right now. We can all use some inspiration. We can all definitely use some empowerment, or let me speak for myself. I know I could use some empowerment. And information, there's a lot of information out there, and I'm not specifically going to be posting about everything that's going on in the world, but I want to post about something positive, something that's upbeat, but I also want to post about the truth at the same time. So for this first video, I basically want to talk about what it is to be strong. I think a lot of us know that some people can say that we're strong, but on the inside you can feel like, am I really strong? Because I am not feeling strong right now. I mean, let's be real. Sometimes you just feel like you want to cry. You just need a minute to yourself. And especially during this pandemic and everything that's been going on, if we're honest, it's been tough. But at the same time, you can also see that there's so much strength that we have within ourselves during this time. I mean, what does it mean to be strong? To be strong, it seems like in society and in the media, being strong is not feeling your emotions. Being strong is being able to go through something hard and come out on top, and all you see is that they went through this hard thing, and then you see the aftermath. You don't see the process and the journey of them kind of getting there in those Hallmark movies that we like to watch. I mean, I love Hallmark. I'm a fan. But we kind of miss some of that in-between thing of what's going on. So I guess my kind of take on what it means to be strong is, what if it's not so much necessarily feeling strong all the time, but it's more so knowing where to go when we feel weak. For me personally, people tell me that I'm a strong individual, I'm a strong Black woman, and I mean, hey, I am Black, I am a woman, and I hope that I'm strong. But let's be honest, I don't feel that way all the time. And me personally, my strength comes from Jesus, my strength comes from God, I'm a Christian, but hey, you don't have to be a Christian to watch this channel. So what if it's just about knowing where to go when you feel like you're weak? Do you go to your word? For me personally, I do. Do you pray? Me personally, I do. Do you go and talk to friends? Where is the place that you go when you're weak? During this pandemic, when you feel that times are getting too tough, when you feel that times are getting too hard, do you go to some place that's going to empower you, that's going to inspire you, that's going to encourage you in a positive way? Or do you go someplace that it's just kind of, it'll take off the ease, it'll take off kind of the chill on top, but in the long run, it's just kind of move you down a little bit? You have to decide, are you going to continue to go to those places that are going to kind of bring you down just for that temporary fix? Or are you going to find that thing, that place, that person, that belief, that value, that moral that helps you to slowly build yourself up, even though it may not always be the choice that you want to take? I mean, let's be honest, when we're weak, you're feeling weak. You don't always want to do what's best for you. But maybe this time you try doing what you know is better for you. Maybe this time you say, hey, I'm going to pause. I'm going to stop. I'm going to think, is this going to help me in the long run, or is this just going to help me temporarily? And hey, maybe it's some steps that you have to take to be able to get there. But are you willing to start taking those steps? Are you willing to say, hey, this isn't what I need. Hey, this isn't the right path. Hey, I'm going to change this direction because I'm feeling weak right now. But I know deep down on the inside that there's an inner strength that I can tap into. So what is your choice going to be? What are you going to choose? Because we always have a choice. Sometimes it may not feel like we have a choice, but you have the power and the authority over you. Are you going to choose to speak life? Are you going to choose to produce life? Or are you going to choose and produce things that are the opposite? The choice is yours. So I'm hoping that you can redefine what your definition of being strong is. Being strong, you can still feel those emotions. And hey, those emotions aren't always easy. But being strong, you can go through that hard thing. But the point is, you're going through. And some days that may mean you're up. I don't usually talk for this long. I think I need some water. And some days, drink some water in my mug right here. Yes, I love mugs. Sorry, but back to our focus. What's your choice going to be? Are you going to continue to pursue things that are going to help make you stronger in the long run? Or are you going to stop and kind of push away from that emotion? And I mean, feeling our emotions, it's not always easy, but they're part of us. They're, from my perspective, a blessing. They're a gift, even though they're challenging. So be willing to take that time to go through it and not stay in it. To make sure that you feel what you're feeling, that it's okay to have those ups and downs, but you're not staying in that down. And that doesn't mean that you always have to stay in that up. But remember that there is a reason worth living. There is something good. I believe in God, so God is worth living to me. He has empowered me. He has uplifted me. He has told me that I have the victory. So be empowered, be inspired. Know every time that you look in the mirror that there is something worth living for. Begin to speak those affirmations in those times that you feel weak, knowing that, hey, I may feel like this, but I'm not going to feel like this for the rest of my life, every single day, every single minute. There is more. There is better. This is not the end. Don't give up. Don't stay in that down spot. So, as an introduction to this channel, you can call me Miss T, MS, capital T. And I'm hoping that as you watch these videos, you'll be inspired, you'll be encouraged, you'll be empowered. And as I begin to share more information, that you'll be informed. Have a beautiful, wonderful, God-given day. I hope you enjoy it because you're worth it and you're stronger than you know.